Hi, my name is LaTanya Jackson, and I am doing my special occasion speech for my Communications 231 Jason Quinn's class. Today I'll be doing my speech on my grandmother who passed away on October 7th, 2010. My grandmother was my best friend. She was born June 13, 1940, and I got to say everything I wanted to say to her before she died, because she had battled a lot of health issues. She was on dialysis, and we had to make a decision if we were going to take her off of dialysis, which was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, because she resided with me for years. And she spent her last days in the nursing home. And my father finally decided we got tired of her going in and out, so she was taken off. And some of the things that I wish I would have had the strength to say at her funeral, I'll say today. My grandmother was a great singer. She sang all over the world. She opened years ago, like in the early years of James Brown, in Charlotte, North Carolina for him. She was an opening act for him in the late 70s there. And she had her family fooled. They thought, oh, Verlene Cook is lying. She's not opening for James Brown. And her older brother told us that if you're telling the truth, you'll invite us. She was like, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Every time they tell this story, I would crack up. She had everybody get dressed. They went to Charlotte to the Coliseum to hear her open up for him. They were all sitting on the second row, and she wasn't there. And they were like, oh, she is not opening up. And they heard her come out singing, and they were so shocked. And she started out singing in the church, and my grandma was a dreamer. She dreamed big. She reminded me of Joseph in the Bible, because he was a dreamer. And my grandma, she had big dreams. She had big dreams for her grandkids. I was the oldest grandchild she had. My father was her only child. And her homegoing service for us was a celebration of life. It wasn't a sad occasion. I have so many memories of my grandmother. She taught me to be a strong woman. She taught me to look adversity in the face and be the best me that I could be, and let my light for the Lord shine in everything that I've done. She made me proud of her, and I hope I'm making her proud of me. She's my reason for going on and trying to teach my daughter to be a strong lady as well. I call her a dreamer because she used to tell the stories that they seem so unreal, but when you talk to the people, they were really true stories. I mean, she sang everywhere, and unfortunately, her health started to deteriorate, and then her mother got sick, so she had to come off the road. And she had some, what I call them, backroom albums that they made back in the day with her singing that I have, and you know, one day there'll be a collector's item for my daughter or something, but I'm just glad I got to know that side of my grandmother, because a lot of people don't know the stories or don't get to hear all the stories about the things their grandparents did. And I have so much to be proud of. She wasn't proud of everything she did, but I'm proud of her. And I call her a dreamer. I say she was one of the first dream girls. That when I think about the dream girls, I think about Verlene Cook. I think about my grandmother, my homie, my friend. I love this lady so much, and she truly left a legacy behind for our family. She wasn't only a great singer, she was a great cook. My father has a catering business, thank God for her, and his sauce is now packaged and getting ready to be on the market, so look for Inez's Finest. It came from VID00005, North Carolina, and that's another legacy that Verlene Cook left behind. My grandmother was a great woman, and once again I'll say she was my friend. And I'm just glad to have known somebody as cool as she was.